Fellow gardeners, let me share one of the most rewarding secrets that transform my broccoli growing game forever. Most home gardeners make the same costly mistake. They harvest their beautiful main broccoli head and then pull up the entire plant, thinking the season is over. What they don't realize is that they're throwing away weeks of additional harvest potential. This single technique will literally double your broccoli production without planting a single extra seed. And once you master this approach, you'll wonder why nobody ever taught you this fundamental gardening strategy. Understanding how broccoli plants actually work is the key to unlocking their full potential. When you grow broccoli, you're essentially cultivating a plant that wants to reproduce, and that large central head is just the plant's first attempt at flowering. The magic happens when you interrupt this natural cycle at precisely the right moment. Broccoli plants are genetically programmed to produce multiple flowering shoots, but they typically channel most of their energy into that dominant central head first. By harvesting strategically, you redirect the plant's energy distribution and trigger its survival instincts to produce numerous smaller heads from the side shoots that were waiting dormant along the stem. The timing of your main head harvest is absolutely critical for maximizing your side shoot production. You want to cut that central head while the flower buds are still tight and compact, well before they begin to loosen or show any signs of yellowing. This typically means harvesting when the head is about 4 to 6 inches across, depending on your variety. Many gardeners wait too long, thinking a bigger head means better value, but this approach actually works against you. When you harvest early, the plant still has abundant energy reserves stored in its root system and leaves, energy that gets immediately redirected into producing those valuable side shoots. The visual cues to look for include tightly packed dark green florets with no signs of separation or flowering. If you can see individual flower buds starting to separate, or if the head feels loose when you gently squeeze it, you've waited too long for optimal side shoot production. The ideal head should feel firm and dense, almost like a tight fist of green goodness. Your cutting technique directly impacts how many side shoots you'll ultimately harvest. Use a sharp, clean knife to make your cut about 5 to 6 inches down the main stem, leaving plenty of stem length with those crucial growing points intact. These nodes along the remaining stem are where your future side shoots will emerge, so preserving them is essential. Make your cut at a slight angle to prevent water from pooling on the cut surface, which could lead to rot issues. After harvesting the main head, examine the remaining plant carefully. You should see small leaf clusters and tiny developing shoots at various points along the stem. These are your future harvests waiting to happen. Resist the urge to clean up the plant too aggressively. Those leaves are solar panels that will fuel your upcoming side shoot production. Post-harvest care determines the success of your side shoot strategy. Immediately after cutting the main head, give your plant a thorough watering and apply a balanced fertilizer to replenish the nutrients it just invested in that first head. Side shoot production is energy intensive, so maintaining consistent soil moisture becomes even more critical during this phase. The plant is essentially running a sprint to produce multiple heads simultaneously, and any stress from drought or nutrient deficiency will significantly reduce your potential harvest. Continue your regular watering schedule, but pay extra attention during hot weather when the plant's water demands increase. A layer of organic mulch around the base helps retain moisture and provides slow-release nutrients as it decomposes. Within 2 to 3 weeks, you should start seeing those side shoots developing rapidly into harvestable heads. Your patience pays off when those side shoots reach harvest size, typically producing anywhere from 4 to 8 additional small heads per plant. These secondary heads are usually 1 to 3 inches across, perfect portions for quick cooking methods like stir-frying, steaming, or adding fresh to salads. The beauty of side shoot harvesting is that you can pick them as needed, rather than processing one large head all at once. Each side shoot should be harvested using the same early timing principle as your main head. Cut them while the florets are still tight and before any signs of flowering appear. This continuous harvesting approach often encourages the plant to produce even more shoots, extending your harvest window well into the season. Ready to revolutionize your broccoli growing and discover more garden stretching techniques that maximize every square foot of your growing space? Subscribe to Smart Garden YouTube channel where we share proven strategies that help you grow beyond what you thought possible. Don't forget to share this technique with fellow gardeners. They'll thank you when they're enjoying fresh broccoli well into the season.